Hello. So, this is the showcase of my first ever mod nation. I made it a long time ago for Dominions 4, and I updated it for Dominions 5, and I even reworked it for with some better sprites and some new mechanics. So it is not as boring as it seems. As I am if you're expecting another Heroes of Might and Magic 3 nation, I'm still working on them. Working on some national pretenders for them. So there'll be videos about them later. But I have many more nations that are not related to Heroes of Might and Magic 3, such as this one. When Dominions 4 first came out, I was surprised by the quality of some new sprites, and one of them was the Ict. They are a lot different. Much more different than they were in the Dominions 3. And I was just very pleasantly surprised. And I decided to make an Ict nation. This is the early age version of Lentia. There are middle and late age versions of this nation. And it's fully comprised of Ictates of different kinds. So you had enough time to read the story. So let's take a look at the unit roster. First we have a starting site. It produces 3 water gems, 1 earth gems, and 2 nature gems per turn, and enables recruitment of Ichthyorks and Shark Shifters. Let's take a look at the units. First, we have the Scaleless Warrior. This is an Ict. It is stealthy. It has less protection, I think. And it is amphibious. It wields a shark-tooth spear and has a shield. So basically this is a chaff, but a stealthy chaff. The stat line is just normal for an Ict. Yes, I decided to make scaleless Icts that have imbued themselves with some camouflaging abilities. Then we have the Ict Hunter. This is basically the independent Ict, with the nets. And the nets are very powerful. You have probably lost one too many pretenders to Icts. Do not underestimate them. Ict Warrior. This is just another independent one, turned into a national. They have shark-tooth spears and some turtle shell armor. And I guess the normal stat line. Magic resistance for Icts is low, only 8. Then we have Fish Guard. This is the Ict Warrior, but with better stats. There's not much else to say. See, he's adorned with shark teeth. Then we have the Shark Totemist. He's a dual wielder with 2 shark-tooth daggers, shark skin armor, and they are berserk. They have berserker. +3. Without any buffs, they'll probably die quickly. But if buffed, they could deal quite a lot of damage. And the shark shifters are our cap-only sacreds. They have shark skin caps in addition to the armor. See? So basically they are your skin shifters or jaguar warriors. They dual wield in their normal form, their sacred and berserkers, and when they are wounded enough, they are transformed into were sharks. We'll take a look at them later. And they have better magic resistance. Well, it's just 10, but it's better than 8. They are very strong. If you want to capitalize on your bless, you can. I remember I had to nerf them a lot. Our commanders, they have a scaleless scout. So this is just a scout. Nothing to see here. Ict Lord. This is just the Ict commander. He has a shark-tooth trident and nothing interesting. They have a scaleless commander in case you want to make stealthy raiding parties. Well, they won't be very effective, but you have an option. They have the shark cult commanders, who are sacred berserker commanders. And they have leadership 80. That's good. They have a fish shaman, who is a holy one and a water or nature one. Priest mage. They are weak. They are adorned with some kelp. And then we have the shark aspects. Holy 2 and 2 nature or water randoms. And they have animal O1. And they start with 1 Piranha Shark. We can also summon them. They are actually more important when I'll tell you about a special spell this nation gets later. Also, I noticed that he really should have the shark skin cap. See? The shark cult commander has one, but the shark aspect does not have armor. I will fix it. Then we have the tsunami caller. This water earth mage. There's a possibility of a random. That's your basic water mage. He's quite expensive, but you can get water free. That's a lot. And our cap only sacred mage with slow recruitment is the Ict. Turtle cap? He should have a shark skin cap. Huh. Yes, I have things to fix here. He is very expensive, water 3, holy 2, earth 2, and a possibility of some randoms, including even air. And we have some, I guess, foreign recruits. Well, not foreign, just terrain dependent. Ict Stormcaller can only be recruited in coastal provinces. Air 2, Water 1, and possibly even Air 3 or Water 2. So they can spam thunderbolts. And in the mountains we can recruit Ict Stargazers. for astral mages. You know what's interesting about this? There are underwater mountains, you know, the gorges, and you can recruit them there as well. It was not intended. I wanted them to be recruitable only in the mountains on land, but it is not possible. This is a Dominion 5 thing, so you can recruit them in the gorges and in the actual mountains, and I cannot do anything about that. Okay. Do you have any initial pretenders? We do. Yes, our selection of pretenders is pathetic. We are an underwater nation. We have the Dragon Shark. This is a sprite ripped from Might and Magic 7. The shark can bite, it can swallow, it has fire and water magic, it is aquatic, not amphibious, has fear, animal awe, fire resistance, berserker, and gluttony. Yeah. And we have a story about a dragon being transformed into a shark. And we have the Ict Titan. You know, when you take the Ict sprite and enlarge it. It has grab and swallow, just like the celestial carp. Claw attack, amphibious, fear, trample, gluttony, and population killer. And we have a neat little story here. It has no starting magic paths. So, and now let's take a look at our national magic. First, while still remember it, we have... How do I inspect? Magic items. Oh, I guess I can't. But anyway, there's a unique item, the shark command, trident or shark command or something like that, that gives you an auto-cast shark attack spell. It is a construction 4 artifact. Okay, on level 1, conjuration 1, we have summon Piranha Sharks. Water 2, 6 gems. It summons 7+ Piranha Sharks. Then water 3 on conjuration 3. For 3 gems we have 5+ giant sharks. Then at conjuration 4 for 5 water gems, water 2, we have summoned giant carp. And I think we should have some more spells, yes. We have at alteration 3, Shark Kin Scarification, a fire 2 spell. It basically summons 6+ dragon shark kins. We'll see them later. There's also normal shark kin, but you cannot get them immediately. Evocation, enchantment. Nothing in blood, right? And thaumaturgy. Wait, I am missing some spell. Where is it? Shark skin scarification. Giant shark, giant carp. Huh? Where is it? I can see it. Give me a second, I'll take a look at the mod file. Okay, Lentia, early age, and else. School 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Ah, it's a construction spell. Ah, I'm stupid. So, for 8 nature gems, we have a nature 2 holy 2 spell. Craft lesser shark totem. This is a ritual that enchants a province. It creates a new site called lesser shark totem that allows you to recruit shark kin. Also, when there is a shark aspect commander in this province, it has a chance of transforming him into a dragon shark aspect, a much more powerful one. That's a quite intricate mechanic, but I think it's fun. So now let's take a look at our summons, heroes, and everything like that. Okay, showcase, early age, Lentia. So let's first take a look at our were sharks. This is our second shape of our shark shifters. It is sacred, berserker, amphibious with 3 attacks. It is a size 3. It is very powerful if you want to bless rush some Pelagia player or Oceania, go ahead and do it. This is the Shark King that you can recruit from the totems. It has 3 attacks and a patrol bonus. You know, because they have sand. Very good attack density. This is a Dragon Shark King. 4 attacks. Fire resistance and a fire flare. This is an area of effect attack. You know, like the salamanders have in Abyssia. So I think this is a pretty good summon and has a higher magic resistance as well. Yes, Berserker too. Here we have the Piranha Shark. Again, this is a sprite from Might and Magic 7. Sacred. Oh yes, they're sacred. Aquatic, Berserker, Animal, and Disciplined. Nothing to see here, but they can be summoned very early on because they are a Conjuration 1 spell, I think. The Giant Shark is just a bigger shark. Again, this is probably from Might and Magic 7. They have a lot of HP, a lot of strength, but yes, they are sacred, but they are aquatic. And then we have the Giant Carp. I drew it myself. I think it looks good, even though it doesn't really fit well with the minions sprites. Hit points, a lot, strength, a lot. It can swallow, it has fear. Basically, this is a monster fish. I think monster fish is a Atlantis national summon, but it is a carp. Who doesn't like carps? Our commanders. This is a dragon shark aspect. Again, it should have the shark skin cap. I'll fix it. So your lesser shark totem can transform your normal shark aspects into dragon shark aspects, making them into fire mages. Sacred fire mages. I think that's cool. You can sort of break into fire magic without having access to it normally. Then we have this hero. insane stargazer Astral 3 with a mind blast. As you can see, he is one of the most dedicated stargazers. He had a goal. He wanted to climb the highest mountain to be as close to the stars as possible. After returning from his voyage to the highest mountain, he started rambling about a star that is about to fall and bring doom to the seas. Ict of Lentia didn't believe him, thinking that Bliss became insane. To this day, Bliss tried to persuade his folk to flee the seas, but they just don't want to listen to his ramblings anymore. So, yes, you know what happens in the Middle Age to the Sea Nations, and he knows it as well. And here we have a trio of heroes: Salted One, Smoked One, and Sun-Dried One. They have the same story. Saladin and his two brothers were one of the only Ictid mages, Ictids, I should fix it, that practiced death magic. One time they got caught in a fishing net by a skillful Fomorian fisher. They begged for freedom, and the fisher agreed to free them after they granted him 3 wishes. Caught Ictid mages accepted this offer, not thinking about the consequences. Fomorian fisher wished for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So he salted Saladin, smoked one of his brother, and sun-dried the last one. All 3 Ictids survived this experience with their sheer willpower and resentment. After killing the fisher, they have returned to the seas, gained some new powers from this ordeal. So the salted one has water and death magic. Smoked one has fire and death magic. And the sun-dried one has fire and death magic, but shifted around a bit differently. So that's cool. And I think that's all we have here. So thank you for watching and see you next time.